city of Virginia Beach is asking a judge to dismiss the $50 million lawsuit filed by the family of Donovan Lynch.
He was killed during a police confrontation at the ocean front, and the Lynch family believes the city failed to properly train its officers on when to use deadly force.
But the city claims the family has no proof. News 3 reporter Kofo Lasaki breaks down the lawsuit.
The city of Virginia Beach filed this motion Monday to dismiss the $50 million lawsuit filed by the family of Donovan Lynch on the grounds that the complaint fails to support the claim that the city maintained a policy, practice, or custom that would make them liable for Lynch's death. The legal team for the Lynch family filed the multi-million-dollar suit on June 21st against the city of Virginia Beach and Officer Solomon Simmons, the man they say is responsible for killing Lynch. The family alleges Virginia Beach had a custom or policy of failing to properly train, instruct, and/or supervise its police officers, including Officer Simmons, on when to use deadly force. The city's motion claims the family's complaint was generalized and did not contain specific allegations about the police department's policy and practices. In response to the city's motion to dismiss charges, attorney Alex Spiro, one of the Lynch family lawyers in this case, tells News 3, quote, "In public, the city has just acknowledged its failings in maintaining proper body cam protocol, and yet in the courthouse, they are attempting to avoid accountability for those same failings."
The officer was wearing a body cam, but for unknown reasons at this point in time, it was not activated.
The Virginia Beach Police Department came under intense scrutiny after the deadly shooting of Lynch during a violent night at the oceanfront on March 26th, after a police chief, Paul Newdigate, announced that the officer who shot Lynch did not have their body-worn camera activated.
We're heartbroken, angry, frustrated.
The Lynch family has continued to call for transparency as Virginia State Police leads the investigation into the police killing of Lynch.
2 officers fired their weapon on Friday night, 2 officers, and neither one of their cameras were on.
VBPD changed its body-worn camera policy a month after Lynch was killed to require officers start the recording as soon as they are en route to a service call. Previously, officers only had to activate the camera at the scene. In June, every Virginia Beach officer had been issued a body-worn camera. The Lynch Foundation hosted a symposium at Norfolk State University later in June in hopes of reimagining America's future in policing.
Donovan was a father's dream son. He did everything he was supposed to do.
The $50 million lawsuit against Virginia Beach and Officer Simmons was filed just days later. Kofo Lasaki, News 3.